It is with no doubt that a young person in college always looks forward to a promising healthy life during and after college. Most of them, although, are always oblivious of a possibility that this may not come true. Anything could happen in one's life that may change so much for them for the worse. Deka Osman is one such young person. A third-year journalism student at the University of Nairobi, she was diagnosed with a condition known as small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, SIBO.
This condition started off when I was in my second year. So before I happened to know about my condition, I went through a lot. First of all, I went to the doctor, and then they diagnosed me with hiatal hernia. Hiatal hernia is like an anatomical issue, like your stomach, imepasuka and everything. So after that, the doctor recommended for a fundoplication, a surgery, or else I should be taking the PPI and everything, the medication. After that, after the fundoplication, I did talk to my parents. My parents arranged for the money since I had like exam and everything.
She had to suspend her studies for an emergency surgery. Deka thought she would immediately heal, as she had to stay for 6 weeks without food but on water only. She consequently lost a lot of weight.
So after the 6 weeks completion, I went to the doctor. I told him I'm feeling the same symptoms that I have before the surgery and everything, and the symptoms has really increased. So I went to a doctor in Upper Hill. He recommended for further endoscopy. He did the endoscopy and he found nothing unusual, because he said the fundoplication is really intact and everything. The surgery was well done. So I did ask him what was the problem, because how can I be removing the gas, and we did the surgery and everything, and I've been taking the medication and following the instruction and everything. So the doctor put me on antibiotics for like 2 weeks, and also on a special diet. I avoid the carbohydrates and everything. So after that, I did follow the instruction that the doctor gave me and everything. But I really had the gas and sewer. It's coming from my mouth since I'm like constipated. Like I don't go to the toilet. Like it can happen like for 6 weeks I'm not going to the toilet. So the food that I eat, it usually ferments around the stomach area, and then I produce the gas through my mouth when I'm breathing, when I'm talking, when I'm walking, when I'm doing anything. So you can imagine you're a normal human being from the outside, but inside you're not normal, because how can a normal human being remove sewer? Surely that is really uncalled for, because it's like a torture. It has drained me both financially, emotionally, and physically, because I've been really drained. Sometimes I'm unable to go to my school to study well because of the gas, abdominal pain. I'm unable to walk straight like a normal person due to the operation and everything. So I did return to the doctor. He did further do another test. I went for the test in Nairobi Hospital for the hydrogen breath test, because what makes you produce the gas, it can be hydrogen or methane, because methane is an odorless gas. So when I went to Nairobi Hospital, the machine wasn't available. So I really felt bad. How can like that machine not be available? And I'm one of the warriors, and I'm one of the people who are suffering out there, because you have seen in Kenya, the cancer patients have their machine. So how can small intestine bacterial overgrowth, the patient don't have the machine and everything? So after that, I went to the doctor. I did talk to him, because I've really researched on this thing and everything to get to the better root of this problem and everything. I've like spent a lot of money from like one doctor to another, and I'm not going to any other doctors. I'm going to like specialist gastroenterology who are located around the Upper Hill, and it's a lot of money. And also I did import medicine from like India. I have like my receipt and everything, DHL, Lili, and everything from India to US, like from supplements, from everyone. When you tell someone your problem, they're like, no, you just come, we'll be helping you, and we know it's like a stomach problem, no, you can solve it enough. they're not helping me and everything. I've like spent a lot of money. I can't like estimate it and everything. Yeah, like 1 million per se. Yeah. The small intestine bacterial overgrowth, it's like a disease less known to the medical. First of all, it's less known to the medical fraternity. The medical fraternity know little about it and everything. So small intestine bacterial overgrowth, it's an overgrowth of bad bacteria. You know, human beings, we are made of bacteria. In the colon, there are about like 1 trillion bacteria. So if there an overgrowth of bacteria around the small intestine, it usually is impair your digestive system and cause all the mischief, cause the abdominal pain and the bloating and everything. So small intestine bacterial overgrowth is an overgrowth of bacteria around the small bowel. And since the small bowel is the one that digests food, since when you're not digesting food well, the food ferments there and it causes abdominal pain and bloating, and you're the one, you produce the gas, the methane. You can imagine what I'm saying about the methane. Methane is like a sewer. How can a normal person remove sewer? And you're like, from the outside you're like normal, and from the inside you're not normal. Yeah. My diet is like, I avoid a bit of carbohydrates. I take like spinach only because ugali has a bit of carbohydrates and everything, so I don't like take a lot of food and water. When I'm going to school and I'm going out, I don't want like to be bloating, having the abdominal pain and removing that kind of gas. Yeah. My plea is I want to be helped, as in I really want to feel like a normal human being because I have like dreams to achieve.
Deka says that most people talk well of her beauty, but they don't have an idea of what she's going through. The gas she constantly removes from her stomach has a pungent smell, and that she continues to have recurrent abdominal discomfort. This has affected her social life a great deal. She now looks forward to raising 200,000 shillings for a test at Gastro and Liver Center Hospital in Parklands that she hopes will help her get to the bottom of her health condition and finally find help.
What I can say about my social life, it has been hard because when I go out, like people like around the town or anywhere, people are like, hey, I can't believe it's her. Like the people are like tormenting you with like mean words and everything. They're like, oh no, with her color, I can't believe it's her. So I'm like feeling, they like make me feel like bad because it's not my fault that I told God to give me the condition and everything. And anyone can be sick despite your status and everything, because you can be a daughter of a president, but you can have like cancer and everything. So sickness doesn't like choose like people from lower cadre or anything. So like they're around, like what I like to tell people, like to have like empathy, a bit of empathy. I don't mean you sympathize with anyone or anybody. If you can't offer someone help, just keep quiet, because you can't be like tormenting someone and you're not offering him or her the help. Yeah, because it's been really bad. They're like, no, they like make me feel like bad, yeah, and everything. And on my study, it's been hard. Sometimes I don't go to school because of the pain and everything. Yeah, it's been like hard. Yeah, I like to seek further treatment, maybe in India or state. I don't know, but I would like to be helped.
She now looks forward to raising 200,000 shillings for a test at Gastro and Liver Center Hospital in Parklands that she hopes will help her get to the bottom of her health condition and finally find help. She also appeals to any doctor who may have more knowledge and or experience to help her out.
I haven't, since my parents have already spent the money they have, and I'm not the only child. Since like I've exhausted all the channels and everything in Kenya, and my parents have already spent the money and everything, and I'm not the only child per se. So yeah, I'm seeking for like help and everything. What I would love to tell my parents is thank you for their support and everything. And what I can do for them is like achieving my dreams of becoming a journalist. One day, one time, telling my story, because my story, I think it will be an inspiration to many other people who are there. And for me to achieve my dreams of becoming a journalist, that will be a big, an upper hand for them, because like they're their money, it hasn't gone to waste because they want to see me like achieving my dreams and to be like a normal kid and everything. Yeah, I do love everyone that works in the media fraternity, but I will go with Olive Barrows of MTV. I just love how she reports and everything. Yeah, anything I want to like appealing to any doctor who thinks he or she can able to tackle my problem and offer me a solution, that will be like a good thing. Yeah, and to the Kenyans, like to help me because I want to feel like a normal person. It's really been hard for me and everything. Yeah.
Decca still looks forward to working hard in school, graduating and becoming a great journalist whose story will inspire young people with various health conditions that impede their pursuit for their dreams. She looks up to NTV's Olive Barrows among other great journalists. For Nation Digital, I'm Dickens Gicho.